Have you ever felt like that? You read lots of books, you went to seminars, you listened to different podcasts and different things, and you have so much knowledge. And you say, I know this, I know that, I know that. But how do I put this in practice into my own life? Have you ever felt like that? I did. I own over 70 motivational books, 70 on my shelves. I went to every possible seminar I could go to. I listened to things like hours and hours of different things I listened to. And after 14 years of doing that, I knew so much, but nothing was coming together. I was thinking, okay, I know I have all this knowledge, but how do I put this knowledge into my own life? Well, I had a car accident, and the car accident caused fibromyalgia. Fibromyalgia is incurable disease of the nervous system. No cure for it. I had it for 6 years. I walked with a cane, barely walked. I started to have problem to do my buttons, opening the doors became problem. I was passing out from the pain. I was on shots containing morphine and Dilaudid. And by accident, I discovered that that's what they give to people with stage 4. And I was getting worse and worse from a week to week. And I became very, very depressed. And I realized that the only way that I had any chance to do something about it, because it is incurable disease, is to put together those pieces. And maybe I can find a way to stop the sickness from progressing. I would be thrilled. So I threw myself into more research. I literally became obsessed about reading, watching, listening, anything I could get my hands on. And one thing led me to another and another and another. And I end up in quantum physics, Einstein theories. If somebody told me some time ago, Amanda, you are going to read quantum physics, Einstein theories, do you know what I would say? Yeah, sure. But when you are desperate, you're desperate. And when I went to quantum physics and Einstein theories, everything started to make sense. They were like the last pieces that I needed to complete that. I realized why I couldn't put this formula together, because I had lots of pieces that were wrong, like 80% of those pieces, they were just making the water murky. And I was missing pieces. And the last missing pieces, they were pieces from quantum physics. And when I put those pieces together, I threw away the other ones, right? And I put the missing pieces together, I realized that I had what I always wanted to have. Everything clicked together so perfectly. I had absolute certainty I had it. So, what is that I had? And still have, of course. I put together 6,000-year-old formula that teaches us how to access our mind 100%. This is not mine. It's valuable to everybody. Everybody can put it together. But it took me 15 years to put this together. Why? Because it's not in one place. One piece here, one piece there, fraction of piece there, right? So when I put this together and I applied that, I healed my incurable disease. Look, those are the shoes that I've been wearing for 16 years. High heel shoes. It will be 16 years. I'm perfectly healthy. So, even my doctor wrote in my medical records that I healed myself with the power of my mind. On one of the videos later, I will read you that what doctor said. So, when I put this together, I wanted to know how old is the formula, what is the background of it, where it comes from. And I discovered that this formula is at least 6,000 years old. I couldn't go any further. I discovered monks from Tibet use it, masters of the Far East use it. And the fascinating thing is that when I put this together, I realized something incredible. You see, when I have master's degree in psychology, what psychology teaches us about the power of our mind? That much. Then you read all those motivational books, you go to seminars, you listen to different things, and you say, oh my gosh, I'm powerful. Well, I've got news for you. They teach you about the power of your mind. That much. But when I put this formula together, I literally said like that. I was in awe. I was sitting like that for like 15, 20 minutes in awe, realizing how powerful we are. This world does not work the way we think we do. And the power of our mind goes beyond anything you can ever imagine in your wildest dreams. You know, I was on TV over 80 times. I was featured in magazine, newspapers, and I have clients all over the world because what it is that I put together is beyond incredible. I had seminars all over the country, 3-4 seminars every month, day and a half seminars. Well, what is amazing about this formula? That formula teaches us how to access our mind 100%. So now, this is the most exciting thing that you've been waiting for. You know, commonly we say we use 10% of our mind. That's commonly. But I would tell you from psychology, some scientists say we use only 3% of our mind. Some say we use only 6%. Some say we use only 9%. According to scientist Einstein, who was such a genius, according to scientists, he used only 10% of his mind. 10%. What about the 90%? It's just sitting there, looking good, doing nothing. We are created with 100% of our mind to use the 100%. We just don't know how to tap into it. And that formula teaches us how to do that. So, who say this? Einstein, such an incredible genius. He used only 10% of his mind. 10%. So the question comes here, how intelligent do we have to be to access our mind 100%? Like, wow, is it even possible? But here I'm going to tell you something fascinating. Thoughts don't create anything in our lives. Thought is just intention, direction where we're going. Like, I want this, I want that, I want that. It's our goals. 5 minutes from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. Those are goals. They are thoughts. What is that I want? But thought by itself has no power to create anything in our lives whatsoever. Feelings create everything in our lives. That's why we can think positive, and doesn't happen until we feel good. So, when we talked about Einstein, right? How intelligent he was, and he, according to scientists, used only 10% of his mind, and how intelligent do we have to be to access our mind 100%? What is intelligence? When I finished psychology, I was doing tests on intelligence on daily basis. What tests on intelligence measures? Purely thinking process, problem solving. It's 100% to do with thinking. But now thoughts don't create anything in our lives. Feelings do. So here you understand why I was sitting like that, right? For 15, 20 minutes when I put this formula together. Because the key is we don't access our mind 100% through thinking. We access our mind 100% through feelings. That's why it's so simple. That's why everybody can do it. But what feelings are we talking about? We are talking about one feeling. And that is the feeling of love. We access our mind 100% by feeling love. Now you understand why we watch my videos, I talk about love and love and love and love. Now you understand why. This is how we access our mind 100%. But this is not the love you know. This love is beyond anything you have ever experienced. In order to access your mind 100%, you have to take that love to the level beyond anything you have ever done before. Wow. It's like, when I learned that, I was like, is it different love? Oh, yeah. So, what are the side effects of that? Well, your confidence go through the roof. Because one thing is, you have to learn how to love yourself. Then and of course, that's the self-esteem. Ooh. As a result of it, right? You take your relationship to completely new level. You take your career to completely new level. You make more money you ever made. You're finding out that things are getting easy in your life. Like, imagine this is a river. There is a river, right? It's a river. And the river's got water. And the water's got current. So the question is, what is easier, to swim with the current or against the current? Well, of course, it's easier to swim with the current. When we are using our mind 10%, we are fighting the current. When we use our mind 100%, we start swimming with the current. And you know what happened after a while? We don't even have to swim. The current carries us. And people say to me, is this supposed to be so simple and so easy? Uh-huh. It is supposed to be so easy and simple. Your life's supposed to be easy, simple, and fun. How about that? When you know how to use your mind, when you use your mind 100%. And the very interesting thing is, like you've heard it say, oh, like some movies or something, they're speculating how things happen. We use more and more of our mind, like we use 10% and 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and now we have 100. Now we're using 100% of our mind. Well, everything I learn about that, it works actually opposite to what we think it does. I learn what I don't know that I don't know. So what happened is we either use your 10% or 100. There's nothing in between. So either we use 10% or 100 at this very moment. But I will start explaining to you things more in the next videos. So the thing is, the great news is, as you are taking your life to the next level, as you are doing that, your life goes to the next level. It becomes truly, truly magical. Like my clients come to me and say, Amanda, I'm living a fairy tale. Do you know what I say to them? That's great. But you've got a way to go because I'm living a magical life. So, the question comes here. How do we take that love that we know now to the new love? What do we do to take love beyond anything that we ever experienced? Well, if you want to learn how to do that and how you apply things to create amazing things in your life, then please subscribe to my channel so you can be notified anytime I post a new video. And we are going to have fun. So, have absolutely magical day.